Good morning. Good morning. This is Charles Coachman, and this is Coachman on Real Estate. It is Monday, November 30th. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I hope that you are ready as we move now full steam ahead into the holiday season. And it is also a great time to be buying and selling real estate. This year has been one of many difficult scenes, but real estate is actually one of the bright spots in all of our economy. Throughout the U.S., we have had record levels of purchases throughout the U.S. We had a down month, March, when everything closed down. But from that point on, we have been seeing a steady increase in the number of sales that we've had and the number of closings. Certainly, we've had some bad news in the economy. Certainly, we have had an awful lot of people that have went out of work. We have got a lot of people that have had to miss payments on their houses, on their homes. So there are opportunities out there for people to get through that, to work with their banks and get through the problems that they've been having making their payments. Now, on our real estate side, where you've been investing, we've had some difficult times because we're not a lot of states, and I'm gonna say that almost all the states are letting people miss payments. But it's especially tough in California, where our rental rates are so high, the dollars that it costs in rent, and people are still responsible for making those payments. So we're in a difficult spot there. But I believe there is going to be some bright side coming up in the future, and that's the way we're going to be leaning. Look, we have still got lending sides that are very low, interest rates below 3%. So we've got to take a good look at that. And in a couple of weeks on my Tuesday show, we will be discussing that with a local lender on exactly what people can be looking at right now and what they may be looking at in the months ahead. We'll pull out the crystal balls and see what that's got going on. Anyway, let's give a quick shout out here. I have got one person that I wanted to touch base with, and that is, let's see if we can find it. Let's pull it up. Show that. Happy birthday to Tim Denner. Tim Denner is a local businessman. He owns a company called Taps Termites, and he is a very influential person here in the South Bay. One of the nicest guys that you could want to meet. Always a good laugh and always a joke at the ready for you. So Tim Denner, thank you for all that you do for our real estate community, and happy birthday, my friend. You take care. So I want to go ahead and let's see if we can move this, get that down. So today, and what my show is about on Mondays, every Monday, I am going through and letting people see what the activity levels have been for the past week. And then we look at our actives, we look at our pendings, and we look at our solds over a 30-day period. Now, actives, we look at whatever is on hand right now as actives. Pendings and contingent are those homes that have now went into contract, and most of the time you are not going to be able to write an offer on those, so they're no longer available. But sometimes they're in contingent, and people may be taking a look at secondary offers. But and then solds, basically that's telling you, hey, this property is sold. This is what the property is sold for. So we're going to look at those levels. We take a look at Santa Clara County, which runs from Palo Alto down to Gilroy, and then up 680 to Milpitas. So we take a good look at that. Then we take a look at San Jose specifically. And then I take a look at Evergreen and Alum Rock as a couple of the areas that I have worked in a majority of the time. Although I work throughout several counties, this is the area that I'm in, and I'm in San Jose. So these are areas that I know quite a bit about, and I want to make sure that people have a good idea of what goes on in those areas. And we also, if there is a time that you need, hey, I don't live in Alum Rock, or I don't live in Evergreen, but I live in Willow Glen, I live in Blossom Valley, I live in Santa Teresa, I live in Milpitas, I live in Santa Clara, we can also take a look at those areas and give you the stats that are going on, and we can go ahead and help you with the CMA also. So if you're looking for that kind of help, we are available for it. And you can reach me. I've got this running below. You can reach me either by cell phone, email, or you can take a look at our website if you want to just take a look. And basically what that has is actives and pendings of what properties are on the market right now. So let's go ahead and get started, and we'll take a look at Santa Clara. Single family homes, actives, we've got 753. Pendings, we have 1,049 pendings, and sold in the last 30 days, we've got 927 homes, single family homes that have sold in Santa Clara County. So what these numbers are telling me, we've only got 753 active. We got less than a month's inventory on hand right now. So sellers, great news for you. If you put your home on the market, you are most likely going to get an offer, and an offer that's going to be acceptable to you. Now, I like everyone to know that when you're putting a house on the market, unless it's a complete rehab, we think you should have your property fixed up the best that it can possibly be. Whether that means painting, whether that means changing out carpets, whether that means getting some damage taken care of, you want to do that if you want to maximize your dollars. That means profit to you. So we want to make sure that you're taken care of. We'd like to see all homes that are unoccupied being staged, if at all possible. That means good money and good profits for a seller. On the buying side, one of the things that we have to look at is that you have an opportunity to buy with some of the lowest rates we have seen in 60 years, maybe longer. When you can get a rate below 3%, that's money in the bag. My first home, we bought in 1983, I believe it was. 11.8375 was our interest rate. 11.8375. Now you can probably get a home, purchase a home at 2.8375 interest rates. So take a good look. Now let's move on to condos and townhomes in Santa Clara County. Actives, we've got 597. Pendings, 438, and sold in the last 30 days, 355. So this is a story that we are finding all the time. Single family homes are moving quickly. We got less than a month's inventory on hand. Condos are another story. Now, condos, you may have a little bit of time depending on the area that you're looking in. So that you need to be aware of. So again, active 597, pendings 438, sold 355. So we have got approximately a month and a half's inventory, maybe 2 months inventory, depending on the area that you're in. So you have, for buyers, you have time to go out and look around. If you are looking in an area that is very, very competitive, you need to be ready to write an offer right then. What's that mean, be ready? That means you need to have already spoken with your lender. That means you need to have your paperwork ready, and you have to have a conditional approval. You want to be ready to go. And that way you can compete with an all cash offer. And you want to be ready to go. What's that mean for sellers? You got about 2 months worth of inventory. You want to make sure that your house is in, your condo or townhome is in tip-top shape, and that you are ready to sell. Okay, now we're going to move into San Jose. We're going to take a look at single family homes. Actives, we got 296 on the market right now. Pendings, 548. And sold in the last 30 days, we got 476 that have sold. So that's approximately 200 more sales than we have on the market right now. Let's be real accurate, and let's say it's 180 more sales than what's on the market right now. So what's that mean? Sellers, you get your home ready for the market. Be looking for an offer to come in within the first 2 weeks, and be ready for it to, your home to be sold. Have your home ready. Have everything done that you can possibly do. Get your inspections in place. If you get your inspections in place, you can be ready to sell and expect your buyers to hold to that contract. You want that. That's a good thing. Buyers, there is not much time. So again, remember what I said about the lending. Be ready with your contracts when you go out and look at homes. Taking a look at condos and townhomes in San Jose. Actives, we got 319. Pending, we got 233. Sold in the last 30 days, 192 condos and townhomes have sold in the last 30 days. So again, you're looking at over a month's inventory. You're pushing towards 2 months, but you need to take a look. Again, I'm going to give you the same advice. If you are looking for a condo in San Jose, you know it's a hot area, you better be ready to purchase quickly. If you're in an area that is not selling as quickly and there's a few homes on the market, get out and take a look at them, but be ready to put an offer in. Be ready. That's the best advice anyone could have. Be ready to negotiate. Hey, you got a condo that's been on the home for 60 days. Let's negotiate that price. That's something that your realtor can help you to do. And we want to make sure that we're giving you the best advice possible. And I want buyers and sellers to both know, sellers, the price that you put on your home is the price you've decided on. Your realtor will give you their best advice, but it's up to you. And they are gonna do their job and say, this is where I think you need to be. But that final decision is obviously up to you. And that's for single family homes and condos. And especially with condos, there are some other things to think about. How much are my HOA fees? What are the restrictions? Is this a place where they don't allow children, or there are no children there? Is it an over 55 community? Have we limited our outreach there? We want to make sure that we know everything that we possibly can so that you're ready to sell. Okay, now we're going to move into the area of Evergreen, and that is east of 101. I want people to take a look at that. Single family homes, we've got 19 actives. Pendings, we have 35. and sold in the last 30 days, we have 40 homes. So here's our deal. We got less than a month's inventory if we're to keep up with the current sales rate of 40 per month. So sellers, are you ready to list? December is going to be a good month. If you've got your home on the market, you are in good shape, your property is in good condition, you are going to sell. Evergreen is one of the areas that's known for excellent schools. Obviously, you need to check the area that you're going to be moving into to see what your schools are going to be. And that is the same that you'll say about each one of the areas and county or cities throughout the county. What are the schools like? So you need to take a look at that if that's important to you. If you have children or expecting children or would like children, you want to make sure that your schools are good schools. But that's up to whatever you are looking for. Now let's go ahead and take a look at condos and townhomes in Evergreen. You got actives, you have 34. Pendings, 21, and sold in the last 30 days, you have 18. So there, right now, you've got about 2 months worth of inventory out there. So you have an opportunity to take a look. Now, I did not go through and take a look at where those condos are, but I'm going to suggest that probably a third of those are in our 55 and over community. So you want to take a good look at that, because maybe some of those condos aren't in an area that you're going to be able to look into. Now that over 55 community, the Villages, is a wonderful, wonderful place to be. If that's the lifestyle that you're looking for, they have some great, great properties. They have golf courses, swimming pools, tennis courts, all sorts of activities. So there's their pluses and minuses out there. So let's take a look at it. Alum Rock, we're going to scoot over to the Alum Rock area. Now, this is one of the areas that I will tell you every week that this is an area, to me, is the hidden jewel of San Jose. You've got properties that are in the foothills. You've got old, established neighborhoods. You got the San Jose Country Club. And the homes around it are gorgeous. And then you have areas that are beginning or first-time home buyer properties in areas that need help. So you go from high-end properties to low-end properties and everything in between. But this is one of the areas that you're going to get the best bang for your buck. So let's take a look at single-family homes in Alum Rock. Actives, we have 36. Pendings, we have 61. And sold, you have 35. So basically a month's inventory on hand right now. So take a good look at that. Sellers, you're looking good. Buyers, you've got a few days to go out there and take a look at the homes and see what you have out there. Okay, condos and townhomes in Alum Rock. We've got 18 actives. Pendings, we've got 10. And sold in the last 30 days, we've got 9. So taking a look at the actives and the solds, we've got basically 2 months worth of inventory for those areas. But take a good look. If you find a place that, hey, this is a place that's ready for me, this is a place that I want to live, be ready to write that offer. Now, I give advice each week about making sure that you are ready to buy. You want to make sure that you can go in and look at properties and you know what you can afford. You don't want to be looking at properties that are worth 1.5 million and find out that you can afford 750,000. So the first thing that I always advise my buyers is to take a look and let's get your financing in place first, or at least find out what you can afford. Let's have everything taken a look at and make sure that you can afford properties that we're looking at. I don't want to take you out to look at a property that's $2 million. And the reality is you can't afford that type of property. Hey, it's good to dream and it's good to want, but this is reality. And the reality is that we have to be able to find you a place that you can afford and get you in a home as quickly as possible. A home that you like, a home of your choosing, but in a price range where you're not choking yourself to death financially. So that is our update for this week. There will be no Tuesday show tomorrow. We will be moving the Tuesday show until the following week, where we'll be discussing with a young lady named Tyga Marie, and we will be discussing her cleaning service. In a time of COVID, we've got homes and offices that need proper cleaning, and she's the young lady that can do it, and her company will be glad. You'll be glad to stop by and listen to us, not this Tuesday, but on the 8th at 9 a.m. But next week, we'll be coming back with our stats on Monday, and looking forward to see you then. Thank you for taking a look today, and we appreciate you stopping by. Have a great day, and we will see you next week. Bye.